role of the United States in the post-Assad time in Syria? What's your biggest concern?
One of the reasons the United States bombed in central Syria 2 days ago was because there was signs at some camps in the formerly Assad-controlled area of ISIS activity, as if they were getting ready to go out and conduct operations and so forth. The United States does have stakes. We don't want to see the rise of Islamic State again. And yet we also have a huge stake now in seeing the rebuilding of a pluralistic Syrian government that's on good terms with Turkey, on good terms with Israel, and on good terms with the West. You can't do that by keeping the same policy we've got, because the policy we've got so far has been only focused on ISIS, and that's not going to do. There's going to be a requirement for reconstruction cooperation, security cooperation with Turkey and with others, and with Israel.
What's next for Syria? How far could this coalition with jihadists and other armed factions that came together to depose Bashar al-Assad go?
You'd have to be very naive not to still have some worries about the movement, where it came from, and some of its past actions. Now, keep in mind, this military campaign that overthrew Assad was not predominantly fought by HTS. Jolani was the most visible leader, but the vast majority of the forces were not from HTS. They were from the National Liberation Front, which is separate, and then the Syrian National Army, supported by Turkey, which is other groups, and some of them moderate, some secular, some Islamists. So it's a mixed bag. In some ways, it's much more difficult than the military task of overthrowing Assad. Can Jolani or anybody put together a working, functioning coalition? It will be very difficult for somebody with a current listing as a foreign terror organization, which HTS does, and Jolani personally. It'd be very difficult for him to be the single leader of Syria.